So I wish all South Africans can see this video. Share this video. Make all South Africans watch them. Listen.
That the young people of South Africa do not know what happened before they gained their freedom. The whole of this continent stood behind South Africa. The whole of Africa stood behind South Africa to fight against apartheid. I remember all of us growing up as secondary school children, you know, went on marches, we were part of the African Youth Command, we demonstrated, we boycotted classes and all that, all in the fight against apartheid. Indeed, for several of the countries where their citizens have been brutalized in South Africa, these are countries that were called frontline states that harbored the freedom fighters, you know, of South Africa and gave them safe haven, gave them passports, you know, to be able to avoid the clutches of the apartheid regime. Nigeria, even though not a neighbor of South Africa, was considered a frontline state because of the economic contribution that Nigeria did to the ANC to be able to liberate South Africa from apartheid. And so it is regrettable that the same people who fought against apartheid, you know, are being attacked in this way.
Just look at this thing, my bro. These are foreigners. The foreigners are in their houses, they're sleeping nicely, and we of South Africa, we are out here in this cold, catching cold, and these foreigners, they don't have papers. And just look at, they're all sleeping nicely in the houses. They're sleeping really nice in the house. We are here outside. They must go back to their country. They can't come here to take our sleep from us. These are mothers. Fucking shit.
South Africans, you guys are psychologically deranged. Some of you are psychologically deranged. Otherwise, how are you going to be monitoring people who are sleeping at night? Saying that these are all foreigners, stay drinking our water, sleeping taking our sleep, taking our jobs, taking our women, taking whatever. These people worked for it. They didn't just come and steal from you. They came to your country, they got a job, and they were working for it. Just like President Mahama said, there was a time whereby the whole of Africa was standing behind you to support you, to free you from slavery. Now you are free. This is how you're going to pay back all the favors. It is regrettably. Anyway, God bless Nigeria. I know Nigeria will bounce back one day. And you all will put to shame. Ghana, God bless.
South Africans living in Ghana. South Africans living in Ghana. Can you people leave our country? South Africans in Ghana. Can you people leave? Enough of this nonsense. South Africans living in Ghana. Can you people leave? Leave before we start our own, because we will not take it from you people. We will not take it to Honorable Okujato Ablakwa. Please do something about it. South Africans living in Ghana, can you leave our country? Can you also go back to your country and fix your country? South Africans living in Ghana, can you people leave? Can you leave?
The issue that you are telling me that diplomatically, by now the High Commission of South Africa in Ghana must be answering to us. Why South Africans living in Ghana must live in this country?
But should it be an eye for an eye?
It has to be, because this is not the first time. Sometimes the lady that spoke, they don't know their history. If they know the contribution of Ghana to South Africa, she wouldn't speak the way she spoke.
One your brother. My fellow Ghanaians, they are warning us it's time to go home. So please, let's go home and fix our country. Thank you.
My fellow Ghanaians, I think it is time for us to go home. These are the words of Ghanaians living in South Africa. So many Ghanaians are pushing that Ghanaian government should ban South Africans from coming to their country. Just as you saw that interview from Joy News, where so many Ghanaians are calling out on the government, asking the government to address the issue. Ghanaians are not just asking for, ambassadorship talk. Ghanaians are asking for action. They want actions to be carried out. They want sanctions. They want South Africans to be, taught a very, very bitter lesson. Well, Lovelace, what do you think is the solution to this everlasting issue? Let's watch people's reactions and then we come back.
These are the issues that you are telling me that diplomatically. By now, the High Commission of South Africa and Ghana must be answering to us. Why South Africans living in Ghana must live in this country?
But should it be an eye for an eye?
It has to be, because this is not the first time. Sometimes, the lady that spoke, they don't know their history. If they know the contribution of Ghana to South Africa, she wouldn't speak the way she spoke. As far back as 1960s, Kwame Nkrumah gave our money to the arm wing of ANC. That money could have been used to develop Ghana. Mandela was the one that was coming to this country to collect that money. Now, beyond that, there were a lot of comrades from South Africa that were using Ghanaian passports. Because at that time, we were using South African passports. It was very difficult to be traveling around to fight apartheid. We granted them passports to be traveling around the world in our name so that they can go and do business. What are we talking about? Look at the guy in the midst of 15 South Africans being humiliated. We do this, and the High Commissioner, having heard from him, he said, "We are calling the foreign minister there. She must be explaining to us why the more than 5,000 South Africans here must live comfortably." Look, this economical Ghana is held by South African businesses. They make so much money from this country.
Just look at this thing, my bro. These are foreigners. The foreigners are in their houses, they're sleeping nicely, and we of South Africa, we are out here in this cold, catching cold, and these foreigners, they don't have papers. And just look at, they're all sleeping nicely in the houses. They're sleeping really nice in the house. We are here outside. They must go back to their country. They can't come here to take our sleep from us. These are mothers. Fucking shit.
Yet another xenophobic attack happening in South Africa. Can I share that this is not a reflection of us South Africans? Not at all. This is not who we are. There's a small group of South Africans that is making sure that this news becomes continent-wise by these xenophobic attacks. Most South Africans, I repeat, most South Africans are against this. Sadly, we are quiet about it. This is led by Jacinta. Now, the question I always ask myself is, why is she not doing this march to march in Cape Town, where there's a lot of Germans, French, Netherlands, and Americans there? Why is she not doing it? And I lived in Cape Town, so I know Cape Town pretty well. She knows damn well she does not stand a chance there, and tomorrow morning there will be a number of massacre bodies under her name. She doesn't want to take that chance. Instead, she wants to attack the vulnerable and the weak. That is unconstitutional in every way. It is un-South African to do so. Our Constitution rejects this. But then she might have the rhetoric that, oh, immigrants are creating all the crime here. Immigrants are having syndicates here. Yes, it is true. There is some syndicates that is happening inside the townships. And there is some crime that is led by immigrants. But do you want to know the percentage rate of which they are doing these crimes in the whole of the country? 2%. Just 2%. Now just imagine, say, half of the crimes are not reported. That's 4%. Why is Jacinta not marching for HIV, which we've got the highest in the world? What about GBV, which, goodness, she could be marching for that? What about the high alcohol intake that is happening in South Africa that is creating a lot of the crimes? Is she marching for that? What about the murder rate? Highest in the world. Is she marching for that? She should be marching to the police station and keeping the police account to that, not hurting fellow African brothers. Now, Stogie T, my favorite rapper in all of Earth, born in Tanzania. Why are we not marching against that? Dudizani Zuma, the president's son, President Jacob Zuma's son, born in Mozambique. Why is she not marching for that? What about DJ Fresh, a renowned DJ? Why is she not marching against that? Did you know that we have Khoisan people in parliament in Kenya? Did you know a Xhosa man is president of Botswana? We don't even have a Khoisan person in parliament because we want to stay divided. What about Nigeria, who's given $61 billion to South Africa during apartheid? You know how much that is? I'll tell you. It's a third of South Africa's budget in a year. Yeah, a third. Nigeria gave that to us during apartheid to fight apartheid. What about Algeria, Zambia, and Mozambique? They're the ones that received South Africa to train them how to fight in apartheid. Countries like Tanzania, Swaziland, a whole bunch of countries hosted South Africans in refuge when they ran away. They did not take out a whip. They did not throw them out the country. They stood beside them. What Jacinta is doing is unconstitutional, and she needs to march the right way. It's not march to assault. It's march to march. Stand by what you are saying that you're supposed to stand by. You did not come here to hurt people. It's unconstitutional, and somebody is going to take you to task. Yeah, somebody's going to do it. I'd like to apologize to all the African diasporas in South Africa and also Africans around the continent. This is not who we are. We're against this.
If you are going to South Africa, I would advise you not to go. Most of you have seen what is happening in South Africa. They are unaliving Nigerians. They are chasing them out of their shops. They are bullying them, and they are sending them back. Somebody asked me, Obedi, are you Pan-Africanist? Of course I'm not. Maybe before, if you saw the ideologies that our grandfathers and our great-grandfathers were pioneers of each other's liberation, I would have said, yes, maybe I was Pan-Africanist. In the sense that Nigeria fought for South Africa during the apartheid. We fought with Ghana. Ghana fought with us, and we fought with Cameroon and many other African countries to get their independence. But what we are doing right now is not a reflection. It's not a damn reflection of what our grandparents and our grand-great-parents fought for, so that we as Africans can truly be free. Last 2 weeks or last 3 weeks, Ghana was supporting South Africa to chase Nigeria out. In fact, Ghana themselves, I remember making a video that Ghana, what is happening? Why are you chasing Nigerians out of your country? Ghana organized themselves and chased Nigerians out, locked their shop. You did a lot to Nigerians. Now I'm hearing that South Africans are not only chasing Nigerians alone, they're also chasing Ghanaians, and Ghanaians want to be pissed. I want everybody to look at them and say, Nigeria is the only country that you will be a black person, nobody will ask you a damn question. I'm sorry to the Ghana must go era, but right now, you cannot be a black person in Nigeria. Somebody will ask you, where are you coming from? What is your name? Why are you operating a shop? Let me chase you out. That does not happen. Well, I've not heard of it if it happens. The truth is that I cannot believe that this is where we are as Africans. We are doing the work for white people right now. In fact, ICE will be looking at us and they'll be like, look at these damn niggas. Frontex of Europe, they're looking at you like, look at these damn niggas, like, for real, because even them themselves have not even done what you are doing. You are using barbaric, crude methods. You are beating you. Oh God. I saw the video where South Africans were on the street and they caught a guy who was actually South African but could not speak Zulu. They beat the fuck out of him. I was so surprised that even ICE don't even do this. Even Frontex don't even do this. There's something about colonization of the mind is crazy. There's something about indoctrination of the mind is crazy. And so when you ask me, Obedi, are you Pan-Africanist? I swear to you, I don't know what to say. Because I really don't. I really don't. Cameroons are in Nigeria. Ghanaians are in Nigeria. South Africans are in Nigeria. Of course, I know a lot of them. But I've never told myself I want to go and out these people. I want to go and call my government to chase these people. There's a reason why Nigeria is the biggest in Africa. And I'm not even talking about economics or wealth right now. I'm talking about population. Most of you guys are in Nigeria. I know of people who are trans in Cameroon, people who are LGBTQ, that are coming to seek asylum in Nigeria. And nobody has chased you guys out. Because for whatever it's worth, Nigeria does not even unalive its gays. How many days have you sat down? How many times have you sat down to look at the news and Nigeria is telling you, oh my God, we are sending these people to jail? Even if Nigeria is a homophobic, transphobic country, it lies more on the people than the government. The people are the one unaliving their gays, buying their gays. Nigeria does not unalive its own gays. And so you will see many people coming to seek safety, even if they never went to the asylum camp. They believe that Lagos is a good community hub for trans people, for LGBTQ people. You see them there. But no, somebody was even saying, Ghanaian feminists or so, I follow her on Twitter. So talking about the fact that Ghanaians spied the unalived Liberian in Ghana a few weeks ago. And I'm asking, how are we getting here? What is happening? We behave like the MAGAs. Because you look at somebody who is doing business in your own country and the next thing you are thinking is, this person is taking money away from me, this person is taking economical value away from me, this person is taking away the businesses of my children away from me. Okay, you are angry that the Nigerian is selling granite. Do you want to sell granite? You are pissed off that a Nigerian is sitting down and doing shop. You want to open shop? It pains me. The first time I even heard about xenophobia, I thought it was a word used to describe the hate of South African against Nigeria. I didn't even know that xenophobia at that time was just a word to say hate on another country's, hate on another country. And so I'm calling on everybody. I don't know whatever is in the air that's making us hate ourselves. How are we going to have a borderless Africa if we're behaving like this? Most of you preach for a borderless Africa. You preach, we need to have a cheap flight to go to this country. What is happening? I do not want a borderless Africa. I don't. And again, I will take that with a pinch of salt if you ask me if I was Pan-Africanist. Because I could be, and I could be.
You see why I always say that Ghana government don't joke with their citizens. You see the viral video of a Ghanaian being harassed in South Africa? You see that Ghana government, they have quickly responded to that video. They have responded to that video. And see how all the leaders are talking about it, are condemning it. Like, you see, let them know that this person comes from somewhere. But look at what has been happening to Nigerians in South Africa. They have been buying some, banning their businesses, a lot of videos of Nigerians circulating that have been circulating. All this while the government were adamant. They kept mute. They didn't say anything about any of those attacks on Nigerians living in South Africa. That is the reason why the South Africans have the nerve, the guts to be doing anyhow on Nigerians. You see, because of this single video of a Ghanaian, and see how the Ghana government responded so rapidly on it, so that they will know that this guy comes from somewhere. He has a place he comes from. You see, kudos to Ghana government, kudos to our foreign affairs, kudos to the Minister of Foreign Affairs. That is what it's supposed to be. That is what the leadership should be all about. The welfare of the citizens. Even if Nigerians are buying in South Africa there, our leaders don't even care. They won't even say anything. Kudos to Ghana government.
Man. See, not less than 24 hours. Is it 24 hours or just one day ago? Not less than that. The foreign minister of Ghana has reacted to this situation. Has reacted to this viral situation that is going on all over social media. I think when I see system where they work, I think when I don't see system where they work, system where they function, government will get their citizens' interests at heart. I think Nigerians, I think I don't see them. I think when I don't see them, Nigerians, I think when I don't see them. Government where they stand for their people, I think when I don't see them. The thing where they pay me pass now, can't they compare with myself with Ghana? I will say just Ghana, and that one they pay me pass. You know, since when Nigeria they get issue with South Africa, the first one Nigeria government don't do anything. Now the second one now, what does it happen recently now? Now our own government go the best South Africa. Our own government go the best South Africa. You see, say this our government, our government know they work. I'm not going to compare ourselves with Ghana. Now this kind of thing, now they sweet me. Yeah, what does Ghana have? What does Ghana have? Just Ghana. What does Ghana see? And I think they get with this, so at least they don't get much than us, but they are still using the one they have to back up their own people. Tell me, what do you want for country? As long as their government they work, their government is functioning. What else do you want? I bet Muna tell me, you get for country we say their governments they work, their system are functioning. What else do you want? What else do you want? But we get everything. Just like say we get everything, but nothing they work. Not less than 24 hours. I just close, I open, and now they don't react to this situation. Their government don't react to this situation. If I tell you I'm talking overpopulation for that country, no make all of us get sense. And I go say the joke. Overpopulation for that country, no they make us know what we do anymore. We just get population for that country, like wasted population for that country. May that country just divide. That country, Nigeria, may just divide because it's a waste of population in that country. It's a waste. It's a waste. Now when they compare ourselves with Ghana, see now not the shame. We Nigerians know the shame. Something just happened 2 days ago. 2 days ago. Now they've taken action for their people. Taking action for their people. That's the reason why other countries respect their presidents all over the world than our own presidents. They even know our presidents. They even know our president they function. That's the reason why Ghanaians, the country, they get respect. And when they see Ghanaians, they prefer Ghanaians than Nigerians when they see them outside. Because other countries don't joke with Ghanaians outside. So they don't say if they joke with Ghanaians, the government will come for them. Their government will come for them. But in Nigeria, if they feel mess with for outside, they don't say our government no care about us. It's our government won't do. If even kill Nigerians for outside, say still yet. They go they proud, do us bad. They go not say our government if you do anything, but we they try to Ghanaians now. We they try as long say the thing no go all over social media or they don't know about them. But we think we make that thing go all over social media. Ghanaians no come. The government no come react to them, no come take action. And now one person we see one video of one Ghanaian we see. You see say just one citizen is valuable for their government, just one citizen. What if you can't see a lot of Ghanaians we pass through within that guy go through with that South African woman? What if now just one video we see about this guy or this one Ghanaian or just only one? Don't say we see a lot, but their government still get interest, take action. You see say even if it's one Ghanaian or two, they will still take action. Just one citizen where they see, one citizen where they see. But Nigerians, we go see thousands of citizens where they go through this harassment, through this embarrassment. We still need to take action. That's how worse our government is. Just one citizen of Ghana, and they take action like this.
Bomba to bomba, bomba to bomba. Ghana President Mahama has stood up and said, you know what? Oh yeah, all South Africans in Ghana, leave my country. Enough is enough. You guys should pack your bags and leave my country. Since you say my citizens cannot live in your country, you guys too cannot live in our country. And I think fair is fair. Yes, South African people, countries are rising up now to ask your citizens to leave their country. You guys rose up one morning, the Dudula protest. You guys came and started chasing out legal people living in your country, that they should leave your country. I saw one clip where one South African guy was saying that the Ghanaians are stealing their sleep. How do people steal your sleep? For crying out loud, my South African people. The Ghanaians have stolen your jobs, they have stolen your women, they have stolen your sleep, they've stolen your houses. South Africans, the Ghanaians are now saying any South African in their country, they've given you guys ultimatum to leave their country. Pack your bags and leave our country, as simple as that. Because I don't know the reason why we are fighting over this. And remember, you South Africans, you guys were the one that started it. Now Ghana has responded by saying you guys should leave their country. And some South Africans are already crying, saying that they've already started life in Ghana. They have houses they've built and the rest. They've already started everything, that they cannot leave. You guys have to leave. Yes, is what you give that you take. That's why I always use the garbage in, garbage out. You don't expect another country to fold their hands and be adamant when you are treating their citizens anyhow in another country. Excuse me. Other countries like Nigeria might take that thing, but this Ghana will not take it. Ghana now are saying that South Africans should leave their country, and now Nigerians too are rising up and saying South Africans in Nigeria should leave their country. Now this whole thing is becoming so, we are even getting scared. This thing should not become a world war. Will I call it world war or African war? I don't even know what to call it. Because if various African countries are now rising up to chase out South Africans, what is going to happen? African Union should just rise up and help, because right now this is becoming catastrophe. South Africans, it is high time you guys calm down. You can chase illegal people that are in your country that don't have documents, but not the legal ones. You guys should learn how to live as one. You remember how you guys suffered during Mandiba's time, how you guys cried out and the rest, and many African countries rose up to help you. Ghanaians are saying they gave you guys more than $10 million when you needed help, and Nigerians are saying they helped you guys too. So remember, we are Africans, we are humans before we even became Africans. You guys should think about this thing. I'm sure you don't want to live in isolation. Thank you guys for watching today's episode. I see you on my next episode.